Shalom, family. So let me tell you about what happened earlier when I was at the store, the grocery store. So I ran into this lady, and she walked into me. She's a white lady, and she said, she said, I saw you from across the store, and, I just want to tell you that, she said something about your face card. You're pretty, whatever, a compliment. And something that, it sounded kind of weird. And I was like, oh, thank you. So anyways, as I was walking away, she was like, oh, and happy Thanksgiving. And I said, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I said, that represents the murder of my ancestors. And I am my ancestors. So I'm not celebrating them being murdered. Okay. But anyways, she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Whatever, trying to play it off or whatever. But I'm going to tell you this. I was in a very high vibration. I was whistling and just doing my thing. So Say thought he was going to get on my nerves, but that's not going to happen, okay? So she came off as nice, but she knew she had no business telling me, no happy Thanksgiving, okay? And you all can say that, hey, some people are ignorant. They just don't know, and, she knew. You can pick up on certain people, and if they just trying to play in your face. Look. Even if I say she looked and just said, oh, she's probably biracial because she light-skinned it, which I'm not. I'm not biracial, okay? Both of my parents are black. My mom is Benjamin and my dad is Judah, okay? But anyways, and if you know, we come in all colors. You should know that, okay? Because didn't they come from our people? Didn't every nationality come from our people? Anyway, I digress. She see me. I have on my fringes. I'm not Edom or Esau. I'm not white. You may not know what I am, but you see that I could possibly be indigenous, right? Okay, to this land. So you don't have no business telling me no Thanksgiving. None of these wicked ass heathens out here have no business telling you happy Thanksgiving, okay? Because that's what it is. Anyways, for Thanksgiving, this is what I do every year. And for most of their holidays, these Babylonian holidays, I fast and pray against them for the Most High to take everything from them, from all of our enemies, and I pray for their destruction. And a lot of us in our nation do that. This is what we do in Israel. We're not praying for our enemies to have mercy while they're still out plotting and scheming and trying to kill us, murdering our people, doing all this wickedness while their time has come to an end. No, we're not. So anyways, you would think by now that people know not to come to us talking about no happy Thanksgiving, but they will try that because they want to get you in a bad mood. Okay. They want you to start thinking like, oh, these people are celebrating the destruction of our ancestors. The fact that they murdered our ancestors, cut turkey and shit. Guess what? On Thanksgiving and before Thanksgiving and every day, I'm going to be praying for your slaughter. I pray for slaughter of all of our enemies, okay? Whatever you did to my people and my ancestors and me in previous lifetimes, look, I'm praying that you get it worse. And you are going to get it worse because it's in the scriptures. So anyways, the time of our justice is here. But you had a nerve to keep celebrating. So guess what? When you're celebrating, I'm asking the Most High that your lives become more of a living hell, okay? That your Thanksgiving will be one hell of a day. So, have you all noticed on a lot of these holidays, these Babylonian wicked ass pagan holidays, that a lot of accidents happen. A lot of folks be killing each other and all type of tragedies happen. And it's because that's idolatry. That's idolatry. Your time has come to an end. Your gods are dead. You're still trying to hold on to the children of Israel while you're being destroyed in your entire infrastructure of this matrix under the synagogue of Satan. And they're losing all their power once again. But you're losing everything under them because they have no more power, okay? All of the entities fallen angels and demons and entities that you thought had rank and power, they work for us because they work for Yahusha, Yahweh Shai, our Messiah, our big brother who's on the throne. So at the end of the day, if your gods work for us, then why are you still celebrating pagan holidays? And it just comes to show you that. For me, I believe that people still do this because this is the level of hatred that you have for us. But that's the reason why you're going to be destroyed. And in all honesty, my spirit, my ancestors, I wanted to say, prepare slaughter for you and your kids, for your iniquities, okay? And you will not rise and possess none of our land anymore, okay? I wanted to quote, I was thinking about quoting Isaiah 14:21, which I didn't think about till after the fact, but my spirit was just like, yeah, that's what you need to jump in the spirit realm and do. So I asked the Most High, our holy angels, our guardian angels, of course, our Messiah. Well, let's just all come together and let's have a wonderful Thanksgiving and do to them as they have done to us. Why not take our spirits? Because during this time, that's what Yahweh Shai is doing anyway. Like he's taking our spirits. And whether you know it or not, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, we're operating in multiple realms and multiple dimensions. And who's moving our spirits? Okay. So Yahuwah is ruling in the midst and Yahusha is on the throne. But anyways, yeah, it comes to show you too. A lot of people are just ignorant. But these people, the wicked in this society, the white people, they love this place. They like, we're not going to let go of it. We don't care. We're just going to keep it to the very end. She gave me witchy vibes. She was very much witchy. I picked up on that dark energy. It's like, shoo, shoo. I wouldn't be like, shoo, shoo, fly, shoo away. But people will give you compliments and different things because they want to come up in your space. They want to come up in your energy. And they just, they want to talk to you. And most of the time, people don't even approach me. They don't say nothing. They don't even really compliment me because I just be minding my business. And I always pray that all evil and wickedness stay away from me. Like I ask my spirit, my angels to destroy all wickedness and evil from around me and my people. So if somebody confronts me or talk to me or whatever the case it may be, it's the will of the Most High. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to get judgment for that. And she is going to get judgment for that. Because when her Thanksgiving comes around, she's going to remember. Because basically what you're doing is you're actually cursed anyway. The wicked Gentiles are cursed during this time. So while you're still walking around in a delusion, thinking that you guys are holding us as slaves when you're the lawless, you're the slaves, you're on stolen land. Everything you have is borrowed. You're squatters. But you're trying to celebrate holidays, which is idolatry, and there's only one living Elohim during this time, and that's ours. The Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahuwah. He's taking down all your gods. And money is your number one God. And that's being taken from you too. Because you created money to use against us. Have us paying for everything while you're still on our land. Separated our tribes. So I'm praying the Most High bring all the spirits of the tribes together to slaughter your asses like the turkey. To make you guys turkeys. Turkey. To show you guys what that turkey and that cranberry sauce really represents. This is what you guys are going to find out, okay? Very soon. And that's all I could hear, guys. All I could hear was bloodshed, bloodshed, bloodshed. Like, you guys are really going to get it. So anyways, what does it say in Isaiah 14:21? Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities. That's what we praying. You're going to be taken down and you won't possess this land anymore. You won't rise anymore. You won't be able to rebuild, okay? Because you will be completely gone, okay? So it's a wrap. All praises to the Most High. I just want to share that with you, family. Much peace, love, and light. Shalom.